Okay, I'm at the Los Angeles Asian Pacific Film Festival. I'm with Justin Chon.
Yeah, Chon.
And you are the writer,
director, actor, producer.
for the movie Man Up.
Yeah.
Okay, and you are here at the festival. Tell us about the movie.
So the movie is a comedy. It's about a 19-year-old kid who gets his Mormon girlfriend pregnant. His girlfriend doesn't think he's fit to be a dad. His parents disown him, so he moves in with his stoner best friend who is convinced he could teach him how to become a good dad.
Okay, that's a very unique story. What was your inspiration behind it?
Well, me and Kevin, the other actor in the film, Kevin Wu, had been talking about doing a movie together for a while. So, we were brainstorming. At the time, I had just broken up with a girl that had a kid, and he told me the story about how he dated this Mormon girl in high school. So we just went on that exploration of what would it have been like if he had gotten her pregnant, and what would that mean, and what would that mean to be a dad at because you see these stories about young teenage girls that get pregnant and what their journey is, but how about the guy?
Yeah.
So it was we're just trying to see what that would be like.
So it's the kind of theme of needing to grow up and grow up quickly.
Definitely, by necessity, but also having no life skills whatsoever, and trying to deal with something as serious as having a child.
And are you a filmmaker by trade, or?
No, I'm an actor. I've been acting 13 years. I was in the Twilight movies, did a film called Man Up, or 21 and Over with the Hangover writers. I did a movie that Scorsese produced last year called Revenge of the Green Dragons. So by trade, I'm an actor, but this was my foray into directing, I guess. Yeah.
So you have an idea. You've got a script going. What were some of the challenges you faced in terms of actually making the movie?
Budget. It's an indie movie, and we didn't really, want to involve a bigger production company or studio, because then they would dictate how we tell the story. So finding the budget, and we shot in Hawaii, which is another challenge because housing people, getting people over there, my other actor friends, and to be in it, and but mostly budget. I think we had such a micro budget that making a movie on a small budget is very difficult. You really have to be resourceful.
Right. And it seems to me nowadays it's easier to get access to equipment and to actually make a movie. The tools it takes are easier access. Did that help a lot?
Which is why it's possible these days that these type of films are being able to be made, especially these Asian American films, because if we had to shoot on film, I don't think any of these films could be made because it's too expensive.
Right.
Every foot of film is expensive, so you got to develop the film too, and
then even going into the process of editing.
Yeah, you got process. Yeah, so it's definitely allowed for more voices to be heard and more stories to get out there. So this digital revolution is absolutely what's allowed a lot of us to be able to make films.
Do you find we're here to celebrate Asian American or Asian Pacific filmmaking?
Yes.
Do you see things getting easier for actors, for filmmakers, or is this still still trying to break through that?
Yeah, it's not going to change tomorrow, but it's gotten way better, as opposed to 10 years ago. As an actor, in the commercial space, I think there's still some, a little bit to go. But in terms of being able to tell our stories through indie film and these other avenues, the digital space, I think there's a lot of outlets now that are available to us to tell our stories. And I think, it's become infinitely easier than it was a decade ago.
Okay, so do you have more stories you want to tell?
Yes, I do, but making a film is a huge commitment. It takes about 2 or 3 years of your life, especially if it's an indie film, because you don't have the same resources that a studio does, so it just takes a little bit longer. So I'm not jumping in so quickly to the next one. I'm kind of taking my time.
Get this one through and birth the baby.
Birth the baby and just let it sit for a second, and then,
Okay, great. So let's give me that final pitch. What would you say to an audience to want to go out and seek your film?
Well, first of all, I made this film keeping in mind what me as a 12-year-old would have loved to have seen. So it's partly that, and it's my homage to like 80s and 90s comedies, buddy comedies like Bill and Ted's Dumb and Dumber. I watched Dumb and Dumber in the theater 7 times when in the early 90s. So it's like it's funny. It's funny, but it's like off humor.
Yeah.
And if you like movies like Napoleon Dynamite or offbeat kind of, not necessarily laugh out loud, but like weird humor, this is definitely the movie for you.
Okay. And where are you from?
I'm from Orange County.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, I lived there. I grew up in LA. What part of Orange County?
Irvine. That's where I grew up. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Do you feel like you had to get out of Orange County in order to do this, or do you?
I still live there. But yeah, I mean, where it's happening is in LA. So I commute most days of the week to LA. But I still like, I'm definitely an OC boy.
Nice kickback environment.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay.